All right. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming to class today. We've been kind of focusing on the upper back, upper body, and the latissimus dorsi muscle, which is this big, wide V kind of, if you're a big bodybuilder, right? It's this big V-shaped muscle at the sides of the back. And it's a gorgeous muscle that attaches at the back of the arm and goes from about the middle of your thoracic spine all the way down the lumbar spine. It's a huge muscle and an important one for a lot of our yoga poses where we are using the upper body. So if you think of, anything from down dog to plank to chaturanga, to arm balances, that is part of a really important group of muscles for that. So have a strap nearby. We'll use our blocks later. Feel free to sit on a blanket or any way that feels good to you. And simply take the shoulders up to the ears and just hold there for a second. Maybe your hands are on your thighs and you're just going to squeeze them up and hold. Don't hold the breath though. And slowly let them come down. Right. And then do that again, squeeze them up and imagine that this is how you walk around all day long with your shoulders up into your ears, your traps, your rhomboids. Everything is super tight. And then with the breath, exhaling, you can just let them go. Ooh, elbows get heavy. Good. Just one more like that. Just squeeze up. Let everything be tight. Feel like a little turtle here. And then slowly let them go. And feel yourself just a little bit more open, the shoulders on either side. Your hands are resting wherever they're comfortable. And maybe resist the urge to reach out here where this stays tight, but instead let the elbows be right at the side body. The hands are soft. And find your breath. Breathing in, exhaling out. Good. Breathing in and out. And imagine the whole chest not only lifts, but draws back in space a little bit as the head moves back in space. I'm not arching the back. I'm not overly pulling. I'm just lifting and shifting back a little bit, shifting the head back, finding the breath. Good again. Notice how the body starts to calm down, how it starts to get centered, how the outside world starts to fade away. And then let your eyes open. Just take one hand to the mat and it should be comfortable. You're not pushing or anything. If your arm is a certain length where your hand doesn't touch the floor easily, you can put your hand on a block. Take the other arm up, be very gentle, and then imagine you're pulling a rope down, straight down, pull it down. You can let the elbow go behind you a little bit if you want, and then inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull. Good. Inhale. Exhale, pull. Not super hard here. We're just starting to mobilize the shoulders. And then let that arm come all the way up. And exhale to the floor. Good. Other side. Take it straight up. Exhale, pull the rope down gentle. You can let the elbow swing back if you want, up and pull it back. and up. Just let it be smooth. If there's a shoulder injury that does not allow that, don't take it up as high. Take it a little more forward. This is your last one and let it go. Good. Breathe. Go back to the first side. I'm like, I forgot which side was the first side. Go back to the first side. And we did this Friday at the park. So imagine, right, if you were to lift this arm out to the side and let the hand be heavy, and imagine you're lifting from your hand and just take it up about the shoulder. If you look, that arm is straight out and then let it come down. And then go slow and lift the arm, but let it be heavy, right? You're not engaging these muscles of the shoulder on purpose. You're letting the arm be heavy. Do that one more time. Just tap in and exhale. And then take your other hand to that shoulder, to the opposite shoulder. Imagine engaging here first, and don't even imagine, engage here first. As soon as you start to lift the arm, you're going to feel the deltoid muscles start to engage. Take it up, feel that, right? So now we're lifting the arm from the shoulder, and you can keep the hand there or not, instead of from just like flying those hands up, right? Lift and lower. Stay with that arm. This time I want you to lift, lift, lift. You're engaged all through these deltoid muscles, part of the back muscle. Lift up a little bit higher. Turn your palm up on purpose, and then take the arm up the rest of the way, however far it'll go for you. Good. Slowly think about moving from the shoulder joint, come out to the side, pause, turn the palm back down on purpose, and lower down. Good. Shake that out. Other side. So the arm is heavy. I did this at the park class and it was like, oh, that just feels terrible. And lower just two more times, but go slow because this is an experiential move, right? I want you to feel what's going on with the arm when you don't necessarily move from that shoulder, all those wonderful shoulder muscles, and lower. This time, just take a hand to the opposite shoulder and feel the muscles work as if you're pulling that arm into the joint and then lifting with all those muscles and lower. Two more like that. You should feel the engagement. I feel it in my back, my arm, my shoulder, down. Good. One more here. And lower. And then lift and hold. Right? So remember to lift from the shoulder. Feel that. Lift just a little bit higher. Turn the palm up. Lift the rest of the way. Good. Exhale super slow. Pause. Feel the work in the shoulders. Turn the palm down and let go. Let's just do one more like that. We're just working on muscle memory here. Turn the palm up. Lift up. Hold. Notice the chest doesn't collapse. Take it out. Turn the palm down and let go. Roll that out, everybody. Both hands out. Both shoulders back. Let's do something else first. So take the hands forward. Pull the arms back into the shoulder sockets. Take the arms out. Now imagine you're pressing those arms against the wall. They're not going anywhere, but your upper back just got engaged, right? Got engaged. It sounds funny. The back muscles became engaged. I can't even figure out how to say it. Don't worry about it. Good. So press those hands against an imaginary wall. Lift the chest. Draw the shoulder blades down a little bit and feel what's happening. And then turn the palms up. And then reach the arms up. Breathe. The shoulder blades draw down the back. The chest is lifted. You're holding onto a beach ball. Everything is active. And then slowly take it down. Squeeze your thumbs against the wall. Don't bring the arms back. Keep it level. Turn the palms down on purpose and let go. Now roll that out. Tell me you're not feeling your arms and your shoulders, right? We're doing nothing and yet we're doing everything. It's just so cool. All right, good. Go ahead and grab your strap. I think I'll stop at that. You get the idea. Grab your strap. So latissimus dorsi connects in that underarm, and if it is tight, it's gonna internally rotate that arm, right? And try to do this with it, try to bring it in. That's the job of that muscle. So we're just gonna work that baby a little bit. Take the arms overhead, make sure your strap is wide enough. Think about those back muscles and just a little tug on your strap. Watch the wrists, right? If your wrists are curling back, see if you can straighten them. And then pull it slowly behind you. Just go either behind the head or behind the neck. Lift your chest. Inhale, slow up. Good. Exhale, squeeze and up. One more like this. Squeeze. Don't tip your chin down. Reach. Good. This time forward. That strap goes in front of your nose and up. Good. Squeeze nice and slow. Squeeze that back. Good. And up. Last one. And up. All right. You got 10 of these front and back, or back and then front. So squeeze behind and up. Squeeze forward. That's two. Good. Lift up. Squeeze up and front. That's four. Squeeze it back and forward. Notice those shoulders are not rounding forward. Good. I think we got four left. This is, I don't know, this is your last one. And uphold that strap, straighten out the wrists, and reach to one side. The top arm is straight, straight as you can. And center, go to the other side. Bring it up, go to the first side, reach, and up, second side, and up. Hold that strap nice and wide and take it down. Ooh, Lordy, Lordy. Good. Release your strap for now. We're almost done with the arm work. Maybe we shift out the legs. We also talked about that at the park, about habits, habit patterns, the way we always do what we always do, and how we can start to shift out of that a little bit. Roll the shoulders back. Good. Come to cactus arms and twist to one side. Press the elbows away from each other. Breathe. Come to center. Twist to the other side. Imagine both elbows and upper arms are pressing against a wall. And center, hold it here. Drop the hands, right? This is harder for me. The shoulders scrunch up. Take it center, take it up, bring it back. Woo, and breathe. Internal, external rotation. Come back to cactus, twist, breathe, center, twist the other way, center, drop those hands. They're loose, right? And take them neutral, take them up, take them back. Woo. Good. Inhale the arms up. Exhale all the way down. Whew, shake that out, everybody. Well done. And let's shift onto hands and knees. Now, if you want that blanket under your knees, you know what to do, or any kind of cushion, right? Because we don't want to hurt our little lovely knees. Your blocks are toward the front of your mat. You're going to use those in a little bit. And find table pose. Spread through the fingers, spread the weight of that upper body into your hands. And I want you to just round the upper back. So I'm going to push into my hands, allow the shoulders to drop a little toward the floor. And notice the tension, at least for me, this tension in the head, or not in the head, but in the neck in particular, as we round those shoulders forward. And then think that's what we're doing most of the day, rounding those shoulders forward. So now keep pressing the floor away, but start to draw the shoulders down, the chest down a little bit, and then tone in through the lower belly. And feel the difference, the freeing of the head and the neck when we release that forward shoulder. Nice deep breath. Good. And then keep your hands where you are. Some of you are going to be able to stretch back and bring those hips back. I'm not necessarily saying child's pose, kind of somewhere between puppy and child. If that's too much for your knees, just go to puppy, puppy stretch, and then pull on your hands to take you back up. Take the right hand just a little bit more under shoulder. I tend to be wider than shoulders for my down dog and table. So just line it up. Take your left hand up to the ceiling and lower it down. Now move from your shoulder instead of your hand and pull that arm up and down. Good. Notice if that arm is going behind your shoulder or closer to your hip, or is it straight out? Good. Just one more. Move from the shoulder, reach it up, and let go. Same thing, other side. Left hand just lines up with the shoulder, with the knee. Right arm goes up, squeeze your back body, and lower down. Got through two more. Squeeze it up and down. One more. And release. Go back to the first side, but this time we're going to do it a little bit different. We're going to take the left hand behind the knee, behind your head, behind your neck, and we're going to take the elbow, tap the other elbow, and then squeeze up and twist. Yep. And down. Just two more. Up. Squeeze the back and down. Last one. Squeeze. And down. Good. Switch sides, hand behind your head. First tap your other elbow and then bring it up and squeeze. And down. Don't overdo it. Up and down. Last one. Squeeze and down. Good job. Plant your hands, everybody, and find downwards facing dog. Ooh, once you're in down dog, let's just pedal it out. Just walk the feet, stretch the back of the legs, go slow enough that you feel the stretch. And then feel your arms, feel your shoulders. Come all the way to your tippy toes, all the way up to your tippy toes. Engage your back and then press into your fingertips and float to plank pose. Lower your knees once you're in plank. Tone in through the belly. Think about it, right? So if we overly round, we're just going to create some congestion. So I want to bring the chest in line with the shoulders, draw the shoulders back, tone in through the belly and the lower ribs. Press away from the floor, lift your knees. Plank pose. Find your breath. Woohoo! Downward facing dog. Readjust your hands, readjust your fingers. Are you better here with an external rotation of the shoulders? Are you better? Does it serve your body better to have a more straight on neutral lineup of shoulders? Breathe. Inhale, tippy toes, everybody. Lower down to your knees. I know you're tired of being on those hands. Come on up to your knees just for a second. And then hands to hips. I want you to step forward, right foot. Little bit of transition work there. Take your hands to your knee and pause. So again, feeling a nice little stretch. Back of that foot is pressing down. The glute is active. Think about the back body. Take the left arm forward. Imagine you've got a rope in your hand. You're going to squeeze it back. Draw the elbow back. And lift. Squeeze it back. And last one here. Squeeze. Go straight up. And pull it down. And up. Good. Pull. Last one. And pull it down. Hand to the floor. If you can switch, just step back. I do like this idea of transitioning hands to hips and then moving the leg forward. It's just a little different. Don't have to do that. Take your hands to your knee. Open up those shoulders. Engage that back glute. Press the foot into the floor. Take the arm up. Exhale, pull the rope down. Good. Breathe, everybody. Up and pull. Good. One more here. And squeeze. Reach it forward. And engage. Good. Two more. Pull it back. Last one. And pull. Good. Take those hands to the floor. Listen up. You're going to lift your right knee and step forward. You can take your hands to your blocks here. Come into a little bit more of an L shape pose, right? Hips and ankles, shoulders and wrists. Breathe, and then just bend one knee. Just bend it. And switch. Ooh, that one's harder. Good. Switch. And switch. Last one. Switch. And switch. Bend your left knee only. Right leg is straight. If this is really challenging, you can go a little wider or you can short step your right foot back a little bit. Good. Left knee is bent. Right arm pulls a rope from the ground up to the shoulder and then extends up. Left knee stays bent the whole time. So we're working with a little twist here, just coming at it a little differently. And then bring that rope back to your shoulder and back to the ground. Good. One more time. You're just pulling that rope straight up to the shoulder, extending it up to the ceiling. Bending it back to the shoulder and back down. Good. Switch sides. Right knee bends, left leg is straight. Rope is down here, this imaginary world here. You're going to pull it up to your shoulder. There's your twist. And then extend the arm up to the ceiling. Bring it back to your shoulder and down. Two more. Pull, extend, and down. Release. Last one. And up and down. Well done, everybody. Bend both knees and inhale. Take the arms up. Exhale your hands to your heart and shake that out. Good. If you've got a blanket on the mat that might trip you up, go ahead and just set that aside. We're going to move a little bit more. Let's start by going wide on the yoga mat. Toes point out, shoulders open up. Take the arms up. So we're just in five-pointed star here, right? Now imagine that rope is overhead. If you've gone to a gym and done shoulder work, this is all we're doing here. Hang on to that rope and pull, but stop at the shoulders. Lift the chest, squeeze your butt, by the way, get good solid stand there. Bless you. And then imagine those arms are on the wall, push against the imaginary wall. Breathe. Good. Take the arms up. This time, optional, add your squat. Press the shoulders against the wall. Good. See if you can get those elbows right about level with your shoulders. Good, Lynn. Tuck that belly a little bit as we sink into a squat. And everybody stand up. Good. Three more. Pull slow. Slow work here. Slow yoga work here today. Breathe. And up. And this is 4. Press it straight back. So I'm not trying to bring my elbows back. I'm trying to activate the muscles of the back to lift my chest, shoulder, chest, and improve my posture. Last one, take it up. Exhale, squeeze. Now, 1, you're in a squat. You're going to hang out here with me. 2, that's enough for your legs. You're going to stand up straight. The arms stay the same. Bring the elbows together. Elbows, hands together. Open it up. And 2. And 3. Whew. And 4. Last one, 5. Bring them out, press them up against the wall, stand up, and release. And heel toe those legs together. Shake it out. Good. Nice mountain pose here. Lift up tall. Engage the back hips, glutes. Chest is lifted. You're going to take I'll mirror here, just your left arm up. Turn the palm behind you, pat yourself on the back. Take the other arm out, right? Simple cow face, not so simple, cow face arms. Your palm is face down, turn it to the back wall and reach behind. Your fingers will touch, they won't touch. Don't worry about it. Be happy, right? Because this has everything to do with how your shoulders are built and how mobile and open they are, how wide you are through the back of your back. So don't worry, everybody. Now, 1, you're here, you're hanging out, that's enough. 2, you're going to lean toward the bottom elbow. Lean toward the bottom elbow, stretch. And release. Keep your back arm where it is. Take the top arm up. Squeeze the elbow down and up. Good. And 2, up. Last one, squeeze and up. Keep that arm up. Release that bottom arm. Take them both up. Hold on to the beach ball. Exhale, release. Good. Roll it out. Same thing, other side. You're going to take your right arm and lift it up. Turn the palm behind you. Pat yourself on the back. Good. Other arm goes out. Turn the palm back. Reach it behind. You're going to notice, right? One side different than the other. No doubt. Breathe. The head is neutral. The belly is toned in. 1, you're here. 2, you're going to lean toward the elbow that is down. Ooh, big stretch. Back to center. Leave that bent or the bottom elbow there. Take the top arm up. Pull it down. And you might even feel that shoulder blade working behind you with that hand. Good. Last one. Good. Leave that arm up. Release the other one. Take it up. Pull both elbows and then lean forward halfway. Press the arms back. Bend the knees. Take them all the way up. Bend the knees. Take them all the way back. Pull the shoulders away from the floor and up. Last one. Squeeze and back and lift up. Exhale, let it go. Shake that out, everybody. You should be feeling those shoulders working a little bit. Come on up to the front of your yoga mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. You can take those hands to your blocks if you would like. Soften both knees. Step back with your right leg. Now, that right knee can come to the floor here, right? A little more gentle, or it can stay lifted. If it's lifted, lift the back of that thigh toward the ceiling and then level out the hips. We did that a couple weeks ago. Take your hands to your knee, lift your chest. Squeeze that back glute. Inhale, both arms up. Turn the palms forward. Pull the rope down. Inhale, lift. And 2. Just one more. Lift it up. Breathe. Take them forward. Listen up. This is trickier. As you pull, turn the palms in. As you pull those arms back, see if you can straighten that front leg a little bit. Little balance work. Bend the front knee and pull forward. Straighten the front knee, pull back. And forward. One more. Reach, pull. Woo! Good thing I'm a yogi. Bend the front knee, take those arms up. Exhale, hands to your blocks. Right hand stays where it is. The left arm reaches forward and you follow it all the way up. Turn the palm out. Breathe. Get nice and tall on those blocks. Follow that arm all the way back to your block. Push off, step forward. Bend both of your knees. Inhale, take it up. Exhale to your heart. Feel the shoulders drop down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, everybody. Whoo, step back, left leg. Make sure you've got a nice lunge. Left knee can be on the floor. If the knee is lifted, that whole left side is active. Hands come to your knee, lift up. Inhale, take the arms up. Find your breath. You've got this. Turn the palms forward, pull the rope down. Squeeze the elbows to your side. And exhale. Big deep breath, everybody. Exhale, squeeze. Lift it up. Take both arms forward, pull the shoulders back. As you straighten the front leg, reach the arms behind you. And then bend your front knee. Whoo, a lot of balance work here. Reach forward and stretch. Good. And inhale. Last one. Pull the shoulders back. Find your focus. I know this is a lot of balance. And up. Good. Release. Hands to your blocks. Front knee is bent. Take the right arm up. Find your twist. Imagine that top arm is against the wall. Exhale all the way down. Push off your back foot. Step forward, everybody. Stay in a forward fold here. Your best forward fold. And breathe. Just shake that out. And then bend your knees. Take your hands to your knees. Come on up. Roll your shoulders. Shake that out. All right, so we're gonna pull all that together the best that I can. You'll have your blocks toward the front of your mat. Open up your shoulders. Breathe. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Soften those knees, step back, right leg. Breathe. You take your time, you find that right pose for you. Hands come to your knees. Lift your chest. Inhale, reach the arms up. Good. Keep the palms facing each other. Bend the elbows. Pull it back. Hands to block. Straighten the front leg. And breathe. Bend your front leg. Right hand stays down. Come to a twist. Smile. Release, hand down. Set your blocks to the side for a moment. Step back, downward facing dog. Think about the shoulders. Think about the lats, the latissimus dorsi. Breathe. Don't let the front of the shoulders drop toward the floor. Keep it active. Hippie toes to plank. Breathe. Lower the knees. Pull the elbows back. Chaturanga. Woo. Slide the elbows forward to Sphinx. And hold. Pull the shoulders away from the front. Find your breath. Lower that upper body. Take those hands back under your shoulders. Push into your knees to half plank. To full plank. Feel the strength of your upper body. To downward facing dog. And breathe. Look through your hands and step forward right leg. Step forward left leg. Hold it here. Find your balance. Bend the knees. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, second side. Exhale down. Hands can come to your blocks. Soften the knees. Step back left leg, everybody. Back leg is engaged, knee up or down, hands come to your thigh. Square the shoulders, square the waist or the hips. Inhale, reach up. Good. Exhale, turn the palms forward and pull, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the back body. And up. Good. Take the hands forward, pull the shoulders back. Begin to straighten the front leg as the hands come to your blocks. Pause here, little hamstring stretch. Notice if your shoulders are up in your ears. If they are, take the blocks higher. This is a lengthening of the spine, reaching back with those arms. Good. Bend your front leg, everybody. The left hand stays on your block. Take the right arm up. Find your twist. Use your breath. Exhale, hand all the way down. Set those blocks to the side. Plant your hands and step back, downward facing dog. Find your breath. If you ever so slightly internally or externally rotate the shoulders, how does that feel in your downward facing dog? Can you find the movement here that we're looking for? Plank pose. Can you hold here? Can you breathe? Knees down, everybody. Hold right here. Just hold. Push away from the floor. Engage your belly. Lower down, chaturanga. Slide the elbows forward. Come to Sphinx. Ooh. And once you're in Sphinx, by the way, if the low back's chatty, I want you to just take the legs wider, tone in through the belly, and then just look over your left shoulder and center. Look over your right shoulder. Center again, left. Center right. Center, drop your chin to your chest. Big deep breath. And then lift. When you lift your head, try to lift from your back, your upper back first. So lift the back, then the back of the neck, and then the head. And then just drop your chin. Press the elbows and forearms into the floor. Lift that middle or that upper part of your back. Lift the back of the neck and then lift the chin. And lower all the way to the floor. Let your hands rest on your head, or let your head rest on your hands. Shake out your hips. Find your breath. Good. And then in your most yogi way, I want you to come to a seat. So not always easy from that position, but come on to a seat. Have your feet toward the front of your yoga mat. So we're still working with that upper back, right? Upper body, upper back. And just kind of roll out those shoulders, right? So this work can be really challenging for the upper back and shoulders, especially if we're not used to it. So take good care of yourself. All right, plant those heels on the mat. The hands go back behind you. Ideally, they're pointed sort of forward, the fingers. Not necessarily, but ideally. Draw the shoulders back, lift your chest. You can take those legs out and breathe. When you're ready, plant your feet, lift your hips. Reverse table. It's not a pose we do very often. You don't have to lift far. And then just tap your hips to the floor. Let the elbows bend and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, woo-hoo, and 5, and lower those hips to the floor. Wrap your arms around your knees. Tuck your chin. And release. So this second variation, you're going to walk the feet in a little more. We had them out here. We're going to walk them in a little bit more. Hands go behind so that when we lift, we've got knee over ankle. So just get your spacing and then drop your hips. Yep. Hands go behind. This is going to be about the back of these arms, triceps, right? So little bit different focus. As you lift up, you don't have to go all the way up here to table. I want you to bend the elbows and lift. 2, I know. 3, straight arms if you can at the top. 4, 5, let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and lower it down, everybody. I know, shake that out. Shake, shake, shake it out. All right, come on to your bellies. I know. You thought we were almost done with all this. And I would invite you, we're going to be here for a little bit. So if you want a cushion underneath those hips, please do. And come on down to your belly. So the first thing I want you to try to experience is you're on your belly. Make sure the blanket, by the way, isn't throwing anything off. In fact, I think I'm going to take mine long ways so that my thighs and belly button are on the blanket, so I'm not being thrown off balance. Oh, that's better. Is just take your hands forward, slightly wider. Lift your upper back, upper body, just so it's comfortable. And pull the hands back isometrically. Relax your head, neck, and feel the muscles that are working, right? That's your lats, everybody, right there. You feel them engage. Good. Then push the hands away and pull them back. Push it away. Pull back. Good. Last one. Pull back, hold, maybe lift the legs. Pull the hands back isometrically, maybe lift the legs. Big deep breath, keep pulling. You're looking down toward your mat. Your neck is comfortable. Breathe and release. Fully bend your elbows, head to hands. Come to Sphinx pose. My low back gals out there, you know who you are. Please be gentle. You can take the elbows further forward. Ideally, elbows and shoulders line up and then broaden through the collarbones. Make your shoulders wide. Yep. When you're here, this is plenty enough for you. You're toning in through the belly button and you're finding that bottom ridge of the pubic bone. Or 2, you're just going to point your toes and slowly bend your knees and lower. Upper body stays right where it is. Squeeze and lower. Does not have to go high and lower. Let's do 2 more. Make sure you're squeezing at that top end, wherever it is for you. And lower. Whew, and lower down. It's a bit of back work here, so please be mindful. All right, so the next one, arms are out to your sides. I'm just trying to scoot off the side of my mat here so I've got room on the right. Arms go out in a T position, slightly forward. Slightly forward. Your forehead is either on the floor or when we're ready, it's going to lift. So imagine that you've got something right here on the outsides of your shoulders, and you're going to bring your arms up over it and then back. Okay, so you're just doing this with the arms, not high, but when you do, you lift your upper body, head, neck. So here we go. So you're going to lift up, tap your fingers back, lift up and down. Lift up and back, tap your fingers, lift up and lower. 3 more. Up and down. And 4 and down. And 5. Lift and lower. Good job. Release. Hands under head. Release the shoulders every time. Arms go out. Cactus. Forehead to the floor. Press into your pubic bone, everyone. Engage the glutes. When you're ready, press into the arms and just lift your head, neck, shoulder, or head, neck, and chest off the floor. Please don't look up, right? Keep the back of the neck soft. Lift the arms, squeeze them back, elbows back, and then forward drop your head like you're swimming, like you're diving in a pool. Lift up and bring both elbows back. You can lift the legs if that feels normal, and down. 3, squeeze, forward and down. 2 more. 4 and down. Last one. And down. Whew. Shake that baby out. Turn on to one side. I know you're like, seriously? Is she going to keep going? Turn on to your side if you want. Lay on that blanket. Lay down. This should feel good. It should feel good. But just breathe. All right, top arm, top leg, extend out. You're going to bring your elbow to your knee, squeeze and extend. Keep everything kind of in front of you to start. Elbow, knee in front, 2, squeeze, 3, go slow, and 4, and 5. Feel your core. Extend, lower down. 1, you're going to do 5 more like that. 2, you're coming up on the bottom elbow. Okay, this time the knee goes up, the arm goes up over your ear, and you're squeezing in here. So we're catching that side body and lat a little bit, and then extend. And 2, squeeze, pause at that contact. 3, and 4, squeeze, last one. Squeeze, hold it right here, just contact, knee and elbow and squeeze. Yep, you got this. Keep squeezing, feel that side body work. Now 1, you're here. 2, you're just gonna reach down, grab your big toe or your shin and extend it up. That's it. Release the hand, lower the leg, turn yourself around. I'm getting some interesting looks around the room. I just gotta say, lower all the way down. Your arm makes a pillow for your head. Your knees are bent. Straighten the top leg, straighten the top arm. Breathe. Just 5 of these. Keep the elbow and the knee toward the front of the body. Squeeze, tap your elbow if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. And out. Breathe. Inhale as you extend. 3, and 4 and 5. Extend and release. Either 5 more there or come up on your elbow, elbow to shoulder. Breathe. Good. This time, first take the knee up, take the arm over your ear, and then bring those babies together. Good. 1, squeeze. 2, squeeze it in like you're trying to go through very thick air. 4 and 5. I want you to hold isometric work. You're pressing elbow into knee, knee into elbow, squeeze, keep your chest lifted. And then either stay here, just straighten that arm, look for a foot or a shin, and straighten. Release that leg, lower it down, come up to a seat. I know, weird class, right? Come up to a seat. By the way, if you would rather not sit cross-legged and you want to sit up on a couple of blocks instead, that's awesome, right? I love changing out how we sit as a pattern. Woo, and just feel like, whoo, right? All that work happening. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale out to the side, palms are face up. Take your mirror here, take your right arm straight across, grab that elbow, whoo, and stretch out that side of your neck and back of your shoulder. The key here is not to necessarily twist to that side, keeping the shoulder down, finding your breath. Optional here, you're going to just see if you can drop your shoulder toward that same side. So toward your right side if it's your right arm stretching. Relax your jaw, space between your teeth. And center and release. Roll that out. Same thing, other side. Palms are face up. Bring the arm across. You can hook it with your hand or your elbow. Just drop that shoulder and then maybe square the shoulders a little bit. Hold it here. Big deep breath. And then drop ear to shoulder if you would like. Smile, breathe, relax. It's all good. Good. Take the head back up and release. Shake that out, everybody. Roll it out. Take both legs wide and come up on the heels. If you can, you're going to reach for your feet. Actually, just do one side. Just do one side. Sorry about that. And feel possibly already a stretch along this back shoulder. And then step on the gas pedal by dropping that foot. And then releasing that gas pedal. Good. Drop. And release. One more. Hold right here. Just breathe. You can press your leg into your back of your arm if you want. You can come into a little bit more of a twist by looking to the other side. And release. Whew. Good. Same thing, other side. Just grab that foot. Hold on. This one is just resting. And then step on the gas pedal and release. Good. Step. Release. And then step, maybe hold it here. Maybe the arm and the upper arm and the knee are touching. And then maybe gaze over to the other side. Breathe. And release. Good. I'm just going to turn sideways here. So both feet are lifted. Grab a hold of your big toes and see if you can get those feet off the floor in any way. Careful, there's cease on your block. Breathe. Good. So pull the shoulders back. Lean back. This is a variation of boat pose, obviously, I think. Straighten one leg. Find your focus. Breathe. Notice one shoulder stretching. Just isometrically pull that shoulder back. Bend the knee. Find your focus. Straighten the other. And bend. Optional, both feet. Whoop. Make sure there's nothing behind you. Breathe. Pull the shoulders down and back. Bring both feet together and drop those feet to the floor. Baddha Konasana feet. Nice blanket here if you want to put those feet on. Something soft. Roll the shoulders back. Good, just flutter. Just flutter a little bit. Breathe. And then either keep the feet in Baddha Konasana or change the legs so that they feel comfortable. Arms go out to the side. This is trickier, right? Take the top one arm up, take the other arm back, and find cow face arms again from the beginning of class to now, just getting a sense of how that feels. Big deep breath. Release. Ooh, other side, take it up. Bend the elbow, reach back. Maybe the hands touch, maybe not. And release. Shake that out. Both hands behind, fingertips point back. Pull the shoulders back, straight arms if you can. Bring the shoulders back, stretch that front of your chest. And release. Nice job, everybody. Whew. Okay, so we're going to need both of our blocks. I want to do a chest opener because what we learn is that often when our upper backs are hurting and or rounding, right? And Doug Keller said it so beautifully at one time. It is because we round here, the back body muscles stretch wide and then stay in that position. And that can create a ton of tension. Think of an elongated muscle being held in that position. So if we're here and this is all rounded, this is all tight, right? So that whole thing. Maybe you start with one block up higher than the other. And for those of you who really don't like blocks, I'm looking at Miss Betty, maybe use a blanket, and maybe that blanket is long so that your head and upper back. So if you want to use a blanket instead, and I do truly understand, make sure your head is supported and your upper back, and then the arms go out to the sides. Otherwise, you're using your blocks, or possibly you like your blanket over one or both blocks for cushion. As you come down those blocks, the lower block goes between the shoulder blades or just below. It's going to depend on how it feels for you. I think I want that one sideways. And then the upper block is on your head. Shoulders move down to the floor. The arms come down to the floor. If that is too much, you can place your hands on your belly. Your legs are either bent or straight. And just try to feel your upper back and shoulder blades drawing down toward the mat. If your neck allows and it doesn't overly lift your chin, you can lower the top block so that both blocks are level. But if your head's really dropping back there, then I'd rather you keep the neck more neutral. Breathe. Chest is opening. You can change your arms. I really like a little kind of very soft cactus arms here. Imagine the chest rolling over that block, lifting and opening. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Make sure your lower back is not chatting with you. And if it is, one, keep the knees bent. Two, lengthen your lower back. We're going to be here for a little bit, so see if you can find a way to be really comfortable. Relax your jaw. Do the shoulders feel even? Can you eliminate any tension around your neck? Soften and breathe here. Feel free to play with the position of your arms. See if you can take a deeper inhale to feel the block press against the back ribs, drawing the chest forward. A few more breaths here. If you're still with me, I want you to take your right hand just down to the side, down to your side, and extend the left arm overhead only if it will go there. So one arm is over your head on the floor behind you, one is down by your waist, and then slowly just switch sides. And then release both arms so they're comfortable. Maybe the hands are resting on your belly or both arms are down at your sides. And turn your head and look to the right. Just pause. And then slide your head across that block. Turn your head to the left. And then turn your head back to neutral very carefully. Roll to one side. Come off your blocks. If you're super comfy and you want to stay where you are, that's okay. But keep one block with you so that we can do an inversion here. Once you're back on the floor, I want you to pause for a second and then lift your hips and take the block underneath your sacrum. Pause there. See how it feels in your body. We're drawing the shoulders down, palms face up or down or cactus, whatever feels good. And then if you're comfortable, you're either going to be here or you're going to draw the knees toward the ceiling and take the legs up. So we did all of this work on the shoulders today, upper back and shoulders. And this is just a lovely kind of grounding and balancing pose for the shoulders. This should not hurt. There should not be too much pressure on your upper body. And if you have eye pressure issues, this probably would not be a good idea for you. It would be a little too much pressure. So I would just go to Shavasana. But if you're comfortable here, just let the legs hover, do as little work as possible. Relax your jaw, relax the backs of your eyes. Let the eye sockets just sink in. Breathe, everybody. Feel your whole nervous system calming down as we move into parasympathetic mode where we are calm, comfortable, safe, happy. Bend the knees, everybody. Just keep the knees elevated, but bend the knees and let your heels come down toward your glutes. Feel the opening in the chest and the shoulders and the heart. And then place one foot on the floor. Place the other foot on the floor. Press into your feet, lift those hips. Take your block out, give your glutes a good squeeze, and then lower down. Take both hands that in the they're coming from the front. Take both hands into the muscle of your shoulders, your upper trapezius. So I'm just walking the fingers down that back a little bit. And I'm going to pull the elbows down toward my chest. So it's just a little massage work here. Breathe. And then let go of the pull, but keep the hands where they are. Let the elbows rise back up toward the ceiling. And then on the exhale, pull the muscles down and forward, the elbows tucked down to your chest. Nothing else is working here. Good, one more. And exhale. And slide the fingers down those muscles, release. Bring your knees to your chest. Straighten the left leg along the floor. Stretch out those hips. And switch. And then extend both legs, everybody, finding Shavasana. Ideally, palms are face up, shoulders are down, legs are soft and comfortable. Back of the neck is long. Start to let go of any remaining tension. For those of you who are ready, start to move your body in a way that feels good to you. Coming to a place where you bend your knees, pausing there, releasing the shoulders. Take the knees to your chest and just rock side to side. Allow those knees to roll to one side. And then as you're ready, press up. And just maybe take a moment to feel the state of your body, your mind, your shoulders. Hands out to your sides. Inhale. Exhale to your heart. Soften the tension in the shoulders. Bow to your own inner wisdom and strength. Namaste, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for coming to class, everyone.